Assalamu alaikum. Everybody, how are you all doing? This is another video, but this video is a video that I'm making reaction to, and it's from Ghana. They speak Ghana language, but I'll explain more what that video is all about. This is a program that this woman, I think she owned the channel. She's called Mommy Grace, and sometimes she call people to come. Just it's like a podcast to add. But she like to talk about religion, trying to diminish religion, whether it's Christianity or Islam. They just try to uh, talk down on religion. So she will bring people, and then who have a little bit knowledge, they will come and say things that you can see direct that these people, they really don't know much. Maybe they know small, but not much. So I'm going to react to this video to explain some of the things, and then after I'm going to add some video to it, that if the video reach them, if they want the truth or if they want to listen, because I'm not going to explain everything. I need to to give them. So I'm going to react to one or two things and then give them the video so that they can watch themselves. I don't need to sit and explain, because the people like this, they like to argue. So anyway, let's play the video so that you will hear what they are going to talk about.
Do you think a day will come the Quran na mu recite was sorry na mu ye no Arab mu beba be recitation no English ana ga ana ewe ana twi mu bibisa an mala mo say it will never happen. Why is it so? Say yentimi change emba ye ne sa na aden sunti na obi be ye Muslim pia na ye change ni deni.
Okay. The question she's asking to this man is that why is it that Muslims pray always in Arabic in place of their own language? That is the question she's asking to this man. This guy is called cissey. So, and then the second question is that why Africans like to always, when they become Muslim, then they change their name to Islamic name. First of all, now you just have to ask yourself, who am I to trying to challenge God, for God to make a religion for you in your own language? Who are you? That is the first question. God has no. If you feel, just imagine when these Western countries came to Africa and make people slave, and then destroy their culture and give them a Christianity. Bear in mind, Islam was already in Africa like 700 years, even before Christianity came to exist in Africa. Now, upon that, what language are we going to school to learn? Is it your own language, or is it somebody's language? Just imagine, now you are telling God that you want him to give you a religion in your own language. How ignorant, or how stupid can you be to say that? Somebody, just imagine to yourself, he make you to breathe even every day. You don't appreciate that. You are telling him, yeah, but why do I need to worship God through this language? And so for me to explain all this, it will take a while. So I have a small clip of video to explain to you the reason why the Islam is in Arabic. So let's hear what this guy is going to say first before I bring that video.
Nianti a ɔka sɛ it can never happen ne sɛ yɛasaiki yɛ adwene sɛ Quran no Arabic na ɛwɔ Quran no mu no ɛfi nyamie num direct. Arabic ne fi nyamie num direct. Nti sɛ fi nyamie num direct deɛ a saa na nyame sɛ yɛmfa nsom no ɛno nti na ɔka sɛ.
So this guy is telling her because the Arabic Quran, the Quran is from Allah straight. And because of it's from Allah straight, Allah said we have to use that one to worship him. So if that is the case, it means that we doesn't need to give Allah command to tell him, oh, this is how we want to worship you. And secondly, I want to say something. You know the reason why Christianity destroy, because they don't have the original text. They change the text from the original language and change, and then now Christianity doesn't have any value. Allah doesn't want Islam to reach that point. That's why the religion or the text or the language that they reveal the Quran, we have to worship him in that language. And he make it easy for everybody can learn, or as everybody can it's like everybody can recite. You just need to go and learn how to recite it. It's simple. You see? So, and that is the point. It's not about you. Allah choose for you.
A day will never come a yɛbɛka sɛ yɛnkenkan ɛwɔ yɛ kasa mu. But question ne ne sɛ sɛ fi nyamie num direct deɛ a ɛpɛ sɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ yɛn sɛ nyame yɛ Arab ne anaa? ɛno yɛ question number 1. Asɛm bi sɛ ɛdi kan na asɛm bi sɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ nyame nti kasa biara ɛgye Arab kasa anaa?
he is asking, he says, so that God doesn't know any doesn't speak any language except the Arabic, or what is the other thing he said? I forget. So if God doesn't hear any language, so if you worship him in any language, he will not hear you unless you worship him in Arabic. My brother, that's what I already explained the things I want to say in the beginning, so I don't need to continue. But I will send the video. I want to just leave the story here because otherwise the story will be too long. So I just want to make it short, and I'll join with the video I want to join. You can listen to, especially you, the program maker, you can listen to the video and see the reason why Allah chose Arabic to reveal the Quran. and stop listening to people like this. They lie. He said something about the Arabic is revealed in the original Arabic was Soya Aramic. Uh, sometimes people will talk and like they don't listen or they don't have brain. This, don't forget, almost 2 billion people use the Quran and they know deep into it. You will come and sit down and talking like, oh, the original Arabic was in Soya Aramaic. What is that? Where did you get that information? Eh? Who gave you that information with your lies? Soya Aramaic. What is that? Man, I don't need to talk much. Let me join the clip so that watch the video so that we see why Allah make uh, uh, reveal the Quran in Arabic. Okay.
There's a saying that there are 1,000 words for camel in Arabic, and actually, that wouldn't be far from the truth. Arabic is an incredibly rich and precise language. Linguists describe it as the best language to express deep topics in just a few words. It is highly complex and is referred to as the most eloquent of all languages. To give you an idea, there are more than 12 million Arabic words compared to about 500,000 in English. A camel in Arabic is jamal. How can there be so many different words for a camel? Here is a list of some examples. Look at how much description each name carries. For example, a nahus is a female camel that doesn't allow itself to be milked, or an ash'al, which is a white camel that has a different coloured tail. Instead of using more words to add description, Arabic words contain many descriptions and meanings within. In Arabic, there are more than 10 different variations for love. You don't just say, I love this or I love that. There are different types of love. For example, mawadda is a strong type of love. It is a love of tenderness and compassion, to the point where you would sacrifice something from yourself for the happiness of the other. Can you see how just one word captures such a deep description? The Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum, isn't just the Arabic way of saying hello. The apparent translation is peace be upon you, but even that isn't accurate enough. Whenever anyone says Assalamu alaikum, it actually means may Allah's peace be with you, may He grant you prosperity, may He grant you wholeness and completeness, may you lack nothing and have everything you need to be successful. All of that in 2 words. Is it therefore a surprise that Allah chose such a deep, descriptive and direct language to convey His words to humanity?
People, they try to convince us that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have wanted, He could have revealed the Quran in another language. And this is not true. The Quran has been revealed in Arabic for a reason. And it's because it was the only language which is rich enough to tell us what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to say.
Ancient Arabic is far more sophisticated, far more advanced, far more complex, far more intricate, far more involved than proper modern standard Arabic.
1400 years ago, Arabs were at the pinnacle of the Arabic language. They could naturally speak in poetry like me and you can speak in a normal conversation. Just like the media controls the world today, language controlled Arab society before Islam. One speech had the power to humiliate tribes for generations. Before Islam, they would call anyone that was non-Arab Ajam, which literally meant silent and speechless. Why? Because no other language was as alive. To them, their language equaled life. When they heard the Quran for the first time, these same people that had so much pride and expertise were completely shocked and mesmerized. Some froze in their places, some started shaking, some went pale in the face, and some even cried. They didn't know how to respond. The eloquence of the Quran was simply on another level.
You see, the Arabs had mastered all types of rhetoric, all types of linguistic devices. They had an entire discipline of different types of poetry. They had different, what is called awzan, which means meters and rhymes. They had different styles. They had different rhetoric devices. The Quran comes and it is simply unclassifiable in any one of these pigeonholes. You know, recently, last year in England, they discovered a manuscript that was claimed to be Shakespeare. Everybody got excited. Oh my God, a new manuscript of Shakespeare. And all the Shakespeare experts in the world came and they studied and they studied and they studied. And then they finally concluded, no, it's not. It was a false alarm. How do you know? Oh, because the style is not the style of Shakespeare. What does that show us? Shakespeare, no matter how eloquent he is, he has one style. And you recognize it. Guess what? What is the style of the Quran? You cannot classify it. You cannot classify it. It is beyond human categorization. Each surah, each verse is unique. Its rhythm is clear, it's resounding, but it is not classifiable.
There are many verses in the Quran that explain why it came down in Arabic. Of them is chapter 26, verse 195, where Allah says that it was revealed in perfect and eloquent Arabic so that it may be clear. The word mubin in this verse literally means that which clarifies, leaving no room for doubts. Let me show you an example of this clarity from the Quran. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen is a verse all Muslims know and recite from chapter 1. The apparent translation of these 4 words is, all praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds. This is far from complete. Look at how much reading we have to do to get a more accurate translation. If 4 Arabic words carry this much depth and explanation, imagine how many more pages of the Quran would be if it was in English. In fact, there are countless books that dig deeper into a fuller interpretation of the Quran, such as Tafsir ibn Kathir or Tafsir al-Tabari. Saying that, the best way to bring the Quran to life is to understand the language. This is why you find many new Muslims and non-Arabs studying Arabic. Think about it. The Quran came down in one of the most deep, complex and eloquent languages 1400 years ago to a man that never took part in any form of poetry. Not only did the Quran take eloquence to a whole new level, ever since, no Arabic literature has come close to challenging the power and style of the Quran, even after all these years. Isn't this a miracle? Please subscribe to never miss.
Well, you see, for me, I don't need to explain to you. Now, if this explanation is not enough for you, then you are not a person who is looking for the truth. You are just there to make your program just to earn some money. And that type of people, Allah talk about them in the Quran. You may make the money, but on the judgment day, you will see your results. Well, thank you very much. This video, I hope it clarify some things from your cissey program. Anyway, whatever you have to say, leave it in the comment, and then I will get back to you soon. There are other things cissey said, and I will try my best to find time and bring also that some of the answers to you. The only thing I like about what he said about the names, normally in Islam, we have to, you can obtain your name. You don't need to change your name as a Muslim. If you become Muslim, normally we can just give our own names. But in Islam, you have to give a name that has meaning, good meaning, not a name that is not befitted as a Muslim to use. You understand what I mean? So if you are a Muslim, you can still use your tribe name, or you don't need to change. But people like to always, even like Christians in Africa, they use English name. They like to use white people's name and that type of things. It's just mentality. And I understand Cissy is true. We have to keep our own names. That one, I support him 100%. But the names that are befitted as a good understanding. So nobody ask anybody to change his name or change it. You can keep your name. You see. But for example, in Ghana, if somebody get accident, or if a car get accident and they come, they take your ID and they look, oh, this is Kofi, oh, this is Kwabina, or it can be Kofi is a Muslim, but because we know in Ghana, Kofis, most they are Christians. Let's say they don't find his family, they're just going to bury him like how they bury Christian, or just bury him just like that. But if they see it's a Muslim name, they know directly that this guy can be a Muslim or he's a Muslim. So they will contact Muslims and say, we have somebody who died in the accident and we think he's a Muslim. You see, and that is the difference. So please, I would like you to, when you are doing your program, think and respect other people's religion. If you don't believe in a religion, but respect people, because there are billions of people who believe in either it's a Christianity or Islam. So respect it the way you make your program. Anyway, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.